I now identify as biologics.
Biologics. Sounds accurate. That was a horrible clap.
It was.
That was like, it didn't even clap. It like thudded.
I think you should start over.
Yeah.
Much better.
Shit. Almost missed. I'm like, ugh.
Hey guys. It's been a month.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing anymore.
Right. Exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mostly Peaceful. We've been gone for a month.
Hiatus.
Ish. We had some things we had to take care of, things we had to work out.
Oh, yeah.
All that fun stuff.
Still taking care of and working things out.
Yeah, the shit
as
never
well.
stops.
No.
It never stops.
I feel like it gets even at like my anxiety ramping up to hurricane season.
Gets worse.
It does, dude. I'm like,
That's like every actual Floridian.
Yeah.
It really is. Like,
even though we tend to stay on top of it pretty well.
I think Floridians do, like, we actually do stay on top of it very well. Very well. Look at that month gone. I can't talk. Jesus Christ.
We're gooder at it.
We're so much,
much more better.
We're more gooder.
More
We're gooder at this.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think Floridians, they do manage it really well.
Mm-hmm.
However, we all still panic a little bit.
Yeah.
Because we're like, I don't want to lose anything.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's the thing. Like you still have to live life. Like you see, put up that little pop-up gazebo thing. And
Yeah, congratulations.
Like, with the understanding that in a month, I'll probably be taking the whole shit down.
Mm-hmm. Because hurricane season, even though they say it's like start of June all the way through the end of September.
Yeah.
It's really just September. Like that's when
we get hit the worst most of the time.
Oh, of course.
Yep.
It's bad.
Almost
it's bad.
Always happens that way.
So yeah, I mean, what do you do?
Stay on top of it.
Hope for the best.
Try.
Hope for the best, pray for the worst. I don't know. What is it? That's not how you do it.
Wait a minute. You just made my anxiety worse.
I know.
Just like made it worse. Hey, you know what? I forgot.
Yeah. I'll go. I'm gonna go get them because I don't know words.
Yeah.
I don't know words anymore. I'll go get them.
Okay.
You keep talking.
Yeah, I'll keep the people entertained. All 7 of them. I would talk about this, but I can't because then we'll get slapped by the YouTube gods. But at Angel's Envy's looking, I don't know words now either. Angel's Envy. Damn it. Damn. From the what? Scholars of Lincoln Jackson?
The
What?
sellers. Holy shit. Not only can we not talk, we can't read, apparently, too. Oh, wait, Jimmy didn't have his glasses on.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sellers.
I think it's Lincoln Henderson. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Like if it's Lincoln Jackson, I mean, come on.
I suppose so. I mean, yeah. We're going to give this a try and see. I've heard a lot of people talk really highly of it, and we'll see how it works. It's a Kentucky straight bourbon finished in port wine barrels. I mean, it's only 86.6 proof, but we'll give it that damn try. Outside of that, Jimmy, what?
Honestly, I know you're going to call me weak. I enjoy some of the lower proof stuff, like the Redbreast.
I 100% enjoy the lower proof stuff.
Yep.
Like the 100 proof, like that's.
They're spicy.
I appreciate them.
Yep.
I appreciate them. I don't know that I like them as much as some of like the Eagle Rare or the Redbreast, stuff like that. I don't know that I enjoy them as much as I enjoy those because these are easier to drink.
Yeah.
All in all.
You can sip on it a little bit longer. It's not as spicy.
Exactly.
Don't get me wrong. Some of them have bang up flavor.
For sure.
Usually the hotter they are, so they tend to come with a little more oomph in the flavor.
Yeah.
But They just get a bit much, man. It gets a bit much. It's not something I'd want to.
Hey, you're sitting here trying to drink
Drink every day.
50% fucking liquor.
Yeah, exactly.
It gets out of hand. Oh my God.
Mm.
Oh, that's
You need to take that.
no.
You sure?
Yeah.
I can try to keep the probably 3 now people we have entertained 3 because once they found out we can't read good and
then we keep our
and don't
phones
know
on.
words and we just fucked this whole thing up. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen. I do need to take that, I guess. Jesus.
Experiencing technical difficulties.
God. Can we just cut all this out? Maybe start over?
Right?
Fuck.
Yeah, because yeah, you know, things happen. Now I'm left to my lonesome by myself. So I'm gonna take this Lincoln Jackson Angels Envy. Yeah, it's Lincoln Henderson. There you go. Give her a whiff. Ooh. Wow. Kentucky Straight. Port wine barrels. All right. So that's going to be something. That's going to be something I've never tried before. Kentucky Straight bourbon finished in port wine barrels. It smells fucking delicious, though, I have to say. Really. You good?
I think so.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. He called and then he didn't answer.
Fuck.
So this has been a fuckhole.
I just smelled this Angel's Envy, dude.
Yeah.
It smells pretty delicious.
Are you taking the advice you were given the other day?
What's that?
Are we doing more bourbon reviews?
It doesn't matter. I mean, I don't know if I can do much more bourbon reviews. I don't know jack shit about bourbon. I know what I like.
Yeah.
But sure, I mean, fuck. I can tell you what it is, what it tastes like, you know, to me. Although I do feel, and this may just be in my head, I don't think it is. I feel like the more I've, you know, kind of gotten accustomed to drinking across the board different whiskeys, bourbons, and scotches, the more I drink of them, the more I do pick out the subtle or even not so subtle differences. Like, you know, Ardbeg and Angel's Envy, not so subtle difference, right?
Yeah.
But say like maybe this because of its proof, but like when I drink the Redbreast, right? The 12-year, it's real like bready, biscuity, cinnamon cookie-ish. These things start to, I don't know, it's like a nostalgic taste and smell that reminds me of certain different like earthy foods I was drinking Redbreast with my wife when we were on vacation 2 to 3 weeks ago-ish, something like that.
Yeah.
And she's also now starting to like get the palate.
I gotcha.
Right. So when I first tried to start getting her to drink whiskey,
yeah,
it was down the hatch, hold your nose, holy shit, it tastes like fire. That's what it tastes like.
Yeah.
Like, you know, what's it taste like? Tastes like sandpaper going down my throat. That's all I taste. And I'm like trying to teach her how to do it. Yeah, that's good. But I'm trying to teach her how to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I would kind of not force her to do it, but try to convince her. Cheers.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I dig that.
It's smooth.
Why is it that you can talk about this, but you can't talk about that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like they go hand in hand and they should.
Yeah. And you got to be older to do that. No, not anymore, right?
No,
Not anymore.
21.
For both.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Mhm.
That's fucking stupid. 18. Should be 18 for both.
Listen,
That's where I agree with Europe.
if I can,
But-
if I have to sign up for selective service at the age of 18,
Mm-hmm.
it better come with a case of bourbon
Mm-hmm.
and a box full of these.
Mm-hmm.
And I should be allowed to do that.
So look,
If I have to go fight a war for rich people,
Yeah.
so that they can continue to be rich people,
Mm-hmm.
then I should also get some comforts.
Oh,
The
fuck yeah,
drinking
dude.
age, the drinking and the smoking age, being 21 is utterly, absolutely ridiculous.
Mhm.
But yet you'll let a retard 18-year-old kid go straight walk into a fucking voting block and vote.
But not only that,
Or
They-
voting booth, excuse
they
me.
raised in Florida the age to purchase firearms all across the board to 21.
When did they do that?
That was, I'll tell you.
I'm curious about that one because I
Yeah.
didn't know anything about that. I know
Really?
that here July 1st in this great state of Florida, everyone here is allowed to permitless carry. So that's the bonus to living in this totally awesome free state. I love Florida and I love the freedoms we have here. If this is one of those things and it's changed, I might have some arguments to it.
They were trying to knock it down, but here's an article from Reuters, March 23, that said 2 Republican state lawmakers have introduced a measure to lower the age to 18. But it says Florida's 21-year age requirement for buying guns is upheld. That was introduced, dude. It was before it. I would have
I think that's
thinking it was 2018. It was right after a mass shooting. Dude.
Are we sure
Yes,
that
was
it's
right
it's
after.
all firearms?
Yeah, because you know how you used to have to be 18 for rifles,
Mhm.
and then pistols was 21.
Yeah, of course.
They changed rifles to 21.
Rifles and shotguns.
Also,
huh?
yep. Also, you had to abide by the 3-day waiting period, grace period,
Regardless.
or whatever. Yeah, regardless.
Oh wow.
Unless you had a concealed carry, then it
But
was
you can't get
across
that
the
until you're
board.
21 anyway.
And it was across the board.
Hmm.
So, and when did they do this though? Because, and the reason I vividly, there you go, 2018. So,
Wow.
NRA sues Florida over gun law that raises minimum age to buy firearms.
That's crazy.
the NRA Association.
From 18 to 21. I see that. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, buy guns from 18 to 21. The new measures come in the wake of February 14 shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas, dude. See, Parkland. It was after Parkland because I went to a gun show and they had, our local, probably most well-known shooting range, also / gun store.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had,
Out there on the long road.
Yep.
Yep.
He had when we went to the gun show, he had his table set up, all his booths and whatnot, and
Mhm.
there was picture frames set up on the tables
Yeah.
with printed pages that said, as of this date, Florida raised this age from 18 to
Crazy.
21. So by the time that I had went to the gun show, and I didn't even know this, I learned it at the gun show. I started asking, and they were like, "Yeah, that happened right after Marjorie Stoneman Douglas." And I'm like, "What,
It's
dude?
crazy.
My whole life, 18,
18
you
to buy a
could
rifle.
walk in, buy a rifle or a shotgun, and walk out the same day.
Mm-hmm.
You only needed a concealed carry permit to walk out with a pistol the same day.
Yep.
But you had to be 21 to buy a pistol regardless. So if you were 21 and had a concealed carry
Yeah.
permit, you
Yeah.
could go in, get a pistol, walk out with it. Then, and if you were 18, you could go in, get a rifle or shotgun and walk out with it.
Yeah.
Regardless if you had a concealed carry, because it's not a concealable weapon,
I see.
And then they changed it.
It's crazy.
And then also, I find out now that they've raised the age for buying tobacco products to 21.
Yeah, that happened a couple years ago too.
Right.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, me and you growing up, it was always 18.
Yeah, it was. It was always 18. And
Yeah.
like, it's funny because when it was 18, my ass turned 18 in school.
Yeah.
Right before I graduated. And guess who was buying all the cigarettes?
You.
This guy.
Yeah.
This guy was. A little dry, though. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A little worried about those.
It's not bad.
Drier than normal.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Did you just get them?
yeah.
So you haven't kept them in your humidor? See, that's the thing about out here is I question, like, anytime I buy anything local,
Mhm.
if I'm not going to smoke it that day, which it happens,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of times you go pick something up, smoke it that day.
Yeah.
I want to put it in my humidor
Yeah.
because I want to know
Yeah.
that it's going to smoke better.
Yeah.
Some of these places,
You're probably right.
yeah, they don't give a shit about their humidor.
Hell no,
man.
they don't.
Yeah. I've went into places and you could just feel it. You pick it up and you're like,
What in the fuck is this?
yeah, it's questionable.
What's this rocky substance I'm holding?
Yeah.
So fun stuff that's happened over the last 3 weeks.
Go for it, man, because I've seen it in passing. I've been so out of touch.
So Hunter Biden is again in the news over the last 3 weeks. It started with, at the beginning of all this, it started with he's not going to get charged with, well, I say that he's not going to get charged with anything. He got a slap on the wrist for everything he was charged with, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And now it seems as though that there's more charges and he's actually going to be charged this time.
Is he?
So that's exciting to hear. Yeah. Well, apparently so. I mean, look, I don't.
What happened? Well, I'm asking because I legitimately have no
So
clue what you're talking about.
they're charging him with something. God for Jesus, I can't remember what it was called, but it's essentially he did not register as a
sex offender.
He definitely needs to do that. Definitely needs to do that. He didn't register as a foreign
company, like type of
foreign emissary or something like
Yeah.
that. And
it kind of
Yeah.
rings a bell. I think I know what you're talking about.
not 100% sure what it was that he forgot to register as. I say forgot. I think it was all intentional.
Yeah,
But he's apparently getting charged with that. And at the same time, all this comes down the line. We have biologics.
biologics. Is this?
It's been confirmed that the government has recovered.
Mhm.
What is it they're calling them now? They don't call them UFOs anymore. They're unidentified aerial phenomenon, UAP. That's what they're calling them, right?
Okay. Same shit. It's a different word for the same thing.
They made it sound smarter, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like other than unidentified flying object,
Well, because I mean,
now it's an unidentified aerial phenomenon. Yes. So super cool name.
Yeah.
Super
yeah.
cool.
Sounds more space trek.
However,
you know?
they've admitted,
Yeah.
in the midst of all this Hunter Biden stuff and the Joe Biden stuff, because Joe Biden has been implicated, like hardcore evidence. He's there. Like the only thing we're looking at now is why are the Republicans not impeaching him?
Uh-huh.
Why? Right? It should have been day one. Now they're looking at an impeachment inquiry. I'm like, oh, you just going to spend the next 4 years talking about it,
Mhm.
like rather than actually doing something about it? This is bullshit. You impeach a sitting president twice, but you can't get a conviction out of it. Now you're trying to fucking indict him 1,700 fucking times so that he can't run as president. This is all literally political. You are trying to imprison a political opponent.
Yeah.
That shit is fascism at its finest,
Mhm.
right? But if we get back to the subject here, UAPs. The government has admitted that they actually have them. They have recovered them. And this fucking smoke show in Congress, I can't remember her name. I'm going to look her up here in a minute. Is she's questioning this, right?
Okay.
And she says, in the recovery of these UAPs, was there any life found? The answer this guy gives is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
Was it like a Kamala Harris type of Jen Psaki?
No. He says, yes, we've recovered biologics. What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, what are biologics? I don't even know if biologics is an actual word.
Apparently
we need
it fucking
to
is.
Ask Merriam-Webster, because I don't know, man. That's kind of questionable.
It could be questionable, but this motherfucker said it, and she took it for fucking for what it was.
She was like, "Oh wow."
She goes, "Were they human or non-human?" And this motherfucker says non-human, and I'm like, "Oh, okay. So we got aliens, right?" Now, see what the problem is he was incredibly vague, and he used words that were unnecessary to use, right? For lack of a better argument. He more or less just said, yeah, there were fucking deer in them. And we found a couple frogs. Of course they're fucking non-human.
Biologics isn't a word. I Googled it. Well, at least according to Google, they could give a fuck less. They're like, fuck yeah. Did you mean biological?
You better go to Merriam-Webster.
No, I mean biologics. No. Holy shit.
It's a word. It's a governmental word.
It is, but
what does it refer to in context?
So the only place I see it is what? The only place I see it is the 4 categories of biologics: tumor necrosis factor inhibitors, B-cell inhibitors, T-cell inhibitors, biologics for RA and other autoimmune conditions. So I don't know. Maybe it is a word. Maybe. I mean, I know biologic is a word, but it seems so out of like that. It seems like the wrong place to use it in a sentence and also add the S, biologics.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think the easier way to have said that would have been
biological
entities.
Yeah, tissue, or we found biological substance, or
that's what I'm saying, dude.
That's how I've always heard it.
So,
but fuck, like you said, words. Dude, pronouns, like pronouns. And now I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like every day I wake up and they're rewriting the dictionary and words, and nothing is what it's supposed to be.
It's exactly what it is, dude. Like you got to understand, him using those words was on purpose.
Yeah.
Because we don't have to say we found aliens. We don't have to say we found off-world.
Could you imagine though, like if it was like?
But that's what everybody's thinking, right? The minute this motherfucker says non-human,
in this motherfucker, man.
Yeah, the minute this motherfucker says non-human, they're immediately going aliens, right?
Yeah.
But that's not what he fucking said.
Right.
I mean, for all intents and purposes, this guy could have been like, there was a bunch of mold in there.
Yeah. There was rabbit urine on one of the fucking side panels of the.
Found a frog in there, jumped and peed on me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying, like, he did not say there were aliens in this bitch.
Right.
What he said was, we found biologics. What do you mean?
There was 4 foot pedals, and that shit's suspicious.
Found a handful of cancers. What? It just doesn't make any sense. Sorry.
This motherfucker just keeps not cooperating.
So what?
So then what came of that? Like,
What do you mean? What came of it?
did the news?
Fucking nothing. Nobody paid attention to it.
People.
The
were
entirety
like,
of the world was like, "Oh, okay."
But is it
Nobody fucking cares.
on purpose?
Listen, I know you can agree with me on this. No one fucking cares. We've all been waiting for them to say, yes, they're aliens. No, we're not alone in the universe. Yes, we've been working with them. That's where 98% of our technology has come from. That's what we've all been waiting. We've all been waiting to hear from them, right?
Yeah.
But we're never going to get that.
No, you're not.
We're going to get the dance around of, we found biologics.
Yeah.
They're non-human. Cool.
What do you think the possibility of that is?
The possibility of us being, I think it's incredibly ignorant for any human being on the face of this earth to think that we are the only thing that exists in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
It's small-minded.
Mm-hmm.
It's ignorant to its fucking very core. Because
I agree.
You're talking about how many planets are just in our galaxy.
Yep. I don't know, since Pluto got nixed.
No. That's our solar
system. I know, but they
galaxy.
still are included in the galaxy. Mm-hmm. So fucking minus Pluto, whatever the number is.
So we're one less, right?
How many is there in our Milky Way, the solar system? 9?
In our solar system?
Yeah.
8.
Yes.
Why
is it 8? Because Pluto got nixed?
Yes.
Damn it. See, I look like a dick because I always say
there's 9 planets. No,
yeah, people
8.
are like, oh, you're a fucking idiot.
We have 8 planets in our solar system. Pluto apparently, I guess,
fucking
further
Bullshit.
whatever, fucking it's a moon that drifted from one of the larger outer planets.
Yeah, and here's the thing. So this is something that I'm kind of going off a little bit on, but I've said this and had this conversation before and about fact and fiction, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have always been, all right, we've never really discussed but like religion, right?
Yeah.
We've talked about little things here and there, and I know you're like, we're a little bit.
I call it my struggle, but I've come to I believe in God.
Right. And see, I don't, right? It's not that I don't, I question it. I don't know. I don't know. I'm on the fence.
Yeah.
I'm a fence sitter with religion, right? But because I'm a very fact-based person. Like if you can prove to me factually 100% something, then I'll tend to agree with you because I've always been like a scientific type of person, right? So if someone can show me fact, then it is what it is.
And I get
so
that.
anyways, but fact, now that I am a little bit more learned and not taught, and I'm a little bit older, a little bit wiser, I've realized that fact is not fact. Because for most of my childhood, there were factually 9 planets, and Pluto was a planet. That was a fact.
Yes.
Now
science changed the facts.
Right.
Just like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
No. But look, you're right. Science changed the facts, right?
Yeah.
So science comes out and says, we have irrefutable evidence and this is the facts.
Mm-hmm.
And then 30 years later, they're like, so we fucked up a little and we're going to change that shit on you because now we have even more irrefutable evidence that these guys 30 years ago, they kind of fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to prove them wrong, right?
The minute you fucking said it, all I could see was Bradley Cooper from the Hangover. We fucked up.
We fucked up. We fucked up on the phone.
Yeah.
Dude,
Exactly.
I'm telling you. So I've also now been, you would think that would be maybe more optimistic. I don't know. I think it's changed me into even more pessimism. And people would be like, these are the facts. And I'm like, who made the facts though? Like who wrote the history book? Where'd the fact come from? Because I see a lot of strange scientific arguments these days with factual findings
I get
that are so highly questionable.
Sure. I get where you're coming from. but I'm going to need you to calm that down before you become a liberal. Before you become one of the people that are like, "Ew, trust the science," but the science changes 65,000 times, and you're like, "But it's the science." You need to calm down.
No.
You need to calm down. Facts are facts.
No.
Facts are facts.
90%.
Facts are facts.
Maybe.
The only thing that can change it is science.
Facts are facts today. But if you
Listen, bro.
state a fact to me today,
Mhm.
it could end up being non-factual next time we do a show.
You think so?
It could be.
All right.
Yes.
So men are men and women are women, and neither can be either or.
Say what? Yep. Dude, you confused me.
What?
My brain don't work that well. Go. Do it again.
Men
I
are
want-
men,
Yeah.
women are women,
Yes.
and neither one can be either or.
Fact.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Does that
about
change? Is it going to change?
Probably. It's gonna change. Look, and this is what I mean.
Yeah.
It's gonna change.
Mhm.
Obviously.
Mhm.
They're trying very hard to change it.
Mhm.
It's gonna take you and me to die. And your kids,
Yeah.
to grow up with those facts being fed at a real small age, right?
Mhm.
So like your daughter's
Yeah.
kids. or-
Indoctrination.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I was taught the facts growing up in school.
Yeah.
Right.
And in 150 years, when we're long gone,
yes.
and my children's grandchildren
right.
are all hanging out around whatever fucking bullshit they hang around at that time,
Mhm.
which I probably some hologram or some shit. And they all go, the Civil War never happened.
Yep. Exactly.
That's a lie. It's a conspiracy theory. It never happened.
Yep.
We've always been the united
Yeah.
continent of fucking
Right.
shitbags.
All they have to do is stop teaching it, get rid of all the literature about it, take all the statues down.
Hitler was not real.
That's right.
Can you say that on? I don't.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I mean, but that's the ball. That's the ball
But
that's
this is-
rolling. That we're working
So,
towards that.
Yes.
They're going to erase everything that is historical
Yeah.
and factual and has happened in our world.
Like you better buy 1984.
Because we don't want to look away. We don't want to look at it anymore. It's too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
When is Amazon and Google and bookstores going to stop selling 1984? When is it going to become?
banned.
Yep.
Oh, I mean, not
You
very
know?
long.
Yeah.
Not very far from now. That's too close to their
close to-
end game
yeah.
for them to allow it to exist.
So
Kind of similar to the there's a book called Beyond Behold a Pale. Hold on. Come back to me. I'll get that one. Go ahead.
So you're right in facts are facts. Like there are, to me, irrefutable facts that are not really rooted in science.
Sure.
They're rooted in nature.
Yeah.
A tree is a fucking tree. Do you know what I mean? Like there's a man is a man, a woman is a woman. Okay. It was factual when me and you were growing up, right?
Mhm.
That when you, whether it be God
Mhm.
or biology,
Mhm.
you're assigned male at birth
Mhm.
well before you're born. You're
Yes.
assigned male in the womb,
Mhm.
in the, like you got a penis.
when your penis starts growing.
That's right.
Yeah, that's when the doctor's like, "Hey,
And
look, that's a
now-
penis. That's a boy."
Now there are so many people across the web being like, so when you're born, a doctor assigns you male at birth. Like that happens. Like no, he just says this dude's got a dick. He's a dude.
Yeah, that's long before you're even.
I'm not assigning you male.
It's like 12 weeks they figure that shit out.
Yeah.
12 weeks into
Yeah,
a
yeah.
pregnancy, they're like, that's a penis.
But it's gonna
and
be
that's a vagina.
it's gonna be fact when we're long gone
No.
that you know
That time we
because
found out we were having a girl.
they say gender. What is it? Gender is separate from what is it? Sexuality. What's the word I'm looking for, man? You know what I'm talking about. Gender and
Sex.
yes are separate, right?
You said it.
I know I did.
Okay.
I told you my brain ain't working.
Bro,
Feed me more Angels Envy.
I'm gonna as soon as you finish it because I just
Yeah.
finished mine.
I've been talking a lot, but what I'm saying
And I love
is
letting you talk.
for me, gender and sex are pretty fucking binary and parallel.
They're generally the same thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And if they're not, they run a very parallel line.
you have people,
So
and somebody can fact check me, tell me I'm wrong, fucking flip me the bird, whatever you want.
Mhm.
I think it was John Money that coined the term gender identity.
okay.
And John Money is an abhorrent, sick,
Oh, I'm sure.
perverted individual.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like who
Do
the
you know
fuck-
what John Money did?
No.
No?
No.
Have we never
heard of
had
him.
this discussion?
No. Never. Try and get this out of my face.
I know,
so I
like-
can see you.
Yeah.
Let's do
No.
that.
Throw this down a little bit.
There
and
we go.
I'm going to
Yeah,
look you in the face and
that's
not
right.
eyeball this thing.
Hey, real quick, before you say that, I'll
Go ahead.
end this with what I mean. One day when we're long gone, that's what the facts will be. And they'll be totally different than the facts we were taught. And that's why I said there's scientific facts. And I don't know, maybe I'm being stupid, but I feel like there's fact that's based in like nature.
Mhm.
Like
Sure.
men have penises, dude,
Legit.
and women give birth. That's
You're
it.
100%
Like
correct.
there is no other way to slice that fucking pie.
Nope.
Women give birth.
Yep.
Right?
Just women,
Just women.
not men.
Not men who claim to be women
Mhm.
and not women who identify as men.
Mhm.
Because none of that shit matters.
Yeah.
If an alien showed up again and, you know, they're going to be like,
If they actually survived the crash this time.
that's a woman.
Yeah.
They gave birth. That's it. That's a fact, right?
Well, that's the whole point that I make with
But-
all of this is in 350 fucking years when the entirety of the human race is just extinct
yes.
and some fucking little green bobbleheaded fucking alien pops up on this planet and goes, man, there was something going on here, but
Uh-huh.
apparently there's nothing going on now.
Right.
Let's dig, right?
Yeah.
And they just start digging and they find a body down at the bottom of it. And this body has big silicone hoots,
A dick bone.
right? It's not a thing. Big silicone hoots laying right on top of his chest. And they pull the skeleton out and they look at it and they're like, man, this is weird. Take the silicone with it and we'll examine it. And then they drill deep into the bone of that skeleton, right? And the DNA says that it's a male.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, what the fuck were those balloons on his chest for?
Right. Yeah.
Because they're not going to go, let's not hurt that guy's feelings and call
Right.
him a guy
Right. Right.
because he apparently had some teats. No, they're going to go, that was a male that had really odd balloons. Apparently he was buried with balloons
Right.
that have silicone water in them.
And that's the thing,
Yeah.
dude. Like, so here's where it gets me like fucked ass up. I could give a shit less what other people fucking do.
Yep.
But changing the facts, changing the science, right?
Yeah.
When doctors say women give birth, dudes have dicks. And then 30 years later, they're like, men or women can have birth, men or women can have penises. Doctors actually assign your gender at birth. All that shit to me sounds like pure lies.
Yeah.
Not facts, but they're going to write it in books and,
Yeah.
they're going to try to shove it as facts.
Oh, yeah.
And me and you know better. We're having the conversation,
We do.
but it's the impressionable mind of a 6-year-old, a 7-year-old. They're already there with it, right? So they're trying to feed it to them as facts.
Mhm.
And
You broke it again, didn't you?
Jesus,
Oh my God.
my microphone just fucking hates me, dude. Fuck.
So I don't play with mine.
Oh man,
Ah, shit. Anyways, so
I play with mine all the time, all the time.
I'm married. And that's not fair to her.
I wonder if this is gonna work.
He completely cut himself out. Oh, it's my show now. So back to this whole thing. Jesus, I'm pretty sure that popped in the.
Welcome back.
Dear God.
Technical difficulties.
Seriously.
Yeah, it wasn't screwed in very well. But yeah, the facts are the fucking facts. But
Yeah.
they're gonna change the facts. That's why I'm kind of like, oh, I see how facts work now.
Mhm.
When I was
Yeah.
growing, dude, it took me 30 years to be like, facts,
Yeah.
bullshit. And now I'm like, oh, I see. The facts are usually put in place to benefit
Yeah.
someone's story. Like there are
It's
facts
always
like
to benefit someone else's story.
yeah, like right, like if I say
Yeah.
the sky is blue, I guess that's a fact. I mean, the sky could be gray, but you know what I
No,
mean.
it's blue.
It's blue.
Yeah.
It could look kind of grayish, but it's the sky is blue, right? Stars are made of fucking gases on fire, right?
Yeah.
I guess that's a fact. I don't know. I've never seen a star in person, but you know what I'm saying.
Jimmy,
But when it comes to
the
like
sun is a star.
right, it's ball of
I mean,
gas
you've
on
seen it.
fire.
You've seen it in person.
But I like up
You
close.
see it every day. You can't get up close to them.
That's right. I know.
You can't get up close to
So
any
you'll never
star.
know.
What do you mean you'll never know?
You'll never know. You have to trust the science.
Dude. I feel like this is that viral Fruit Loops argument. Have you seen that?
No.
Bro, I'll show you that later. That fucking got me. But you're doing that same thing right now.
No.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Jimmy,
I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm just doing what I do. I'm questioning everything. That's my goal in life, man. That's how I get the answers. The facts,
Okay.
right?
all right. You motherfucker. So John Money.
Yes.
John William
Yeah.
Money. This guy was they call him a psychologist, but they also call him a sexologist, right? This is the guy who how do I put this? He botched a circumcision on a I say he did. That's the story. I don't think it may have been him. It may have been the doctor, but someone botched a circumcision on a set of twins.
Mhm.
So one of them lost a good portion of their penis. Okay. And John Money stepped in and goes, hang on. Let's cut it all off.
What?
Let's cut it all off. Give him a vagina. And tell him that he's a girl.
Whoa.
And we're going to raise these two in a scientific environment
No.
as
Wait.
brother and sister, and never ever tell the one that lost his penis that he's a boy.
How'd that work out?
Cool story, bro.
Hey,
They're
so
both
real
dead.
quick. Damn. See,
The
when
one learned.
you went fast forward straight to the fucking climax. To a story, there's got to be a beginning and a middle and an end, man. You
Yeah,
were like, hey, John Money? Yeah.
No, I was making this point that this is the ideology that these people are like, yeah, that's fucking greatest. Let's do
All right,
that.
So where is John Money located as far as like geographical? Is this the United States?
6 feet in the ground.
Where
He died
did-
in 2006.
okay, where did this all happen? US?
This happened
Or
here
like some fucking
at John
si-
Hopkins. John
like-
Hopkins, maybe? I don't know.
Not like Siberian fucking
No, God, no. This actually happened in the States.
Okay. And this
He was
didn't
from New Zealand.
this didn't happen under like the Auschwitz and none of that
No,
weird
no,
shit. This is
This
like
is-
modern medicine.
This is absolutely modern medicine. Yes.
How the fuck do you get away with? Oh, we're gonna raise
the
them.
parents consented to it.
Really?
Yes.
What a shit pair of parents.
Partially because the parents didn't. They didn't want the
They
son.
didn't want them because of the fucking.
They didn't want the son to live with half a penis, and them have to explain that.
So here's a good idea I have. Okay, we've got all this modern medicine, and we're turning dicks into vaginas.
Talking
Can
about
we
learning how to repair a penis?
can we just like repair a little fucked up penis into like a nice beefy handsome penis? I'm just saying.
Why are you
That's not
describing
weird.
it that way?
No,
no,
because-
it is.
dude.
It is.
If I got fucked up like that and I walked into a doctor's office, that's how I would be like, hey, so this is what I'm looking to do.
I want it to be beefy and handsome.
Yeah, man.
What the fuck, dude?
I'm just saying, I don't know how else to describe a dick, dude. You know, long and wide. I want something long and wide. No, I want it to look like a dick looks. Because look,
like a
'cause
2x4?
Exactly. I've seen dicks that aren't real.
Look like a 2x4?
I-
Why are you looking
They
at
look
dicks?
like this microphone.
Why are you looking at dicks?
Look, you know I follow this medical
I do
chick.
this. I do this on purpose.
This chick puts dicks
You do
on
this to
chicks.
yourself.
Or no, no, she don't.
Chicks on chicks?
No, that's
Dicks
not what
on
I
chicks.
said.
What are you talking about, Jimmy?
Shit.
You done fucked yourself, didn't you?
No, I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, go ahead.
All
I'll
right.
let you finish. I won't interrupt anymore.
No, I don't. That's not what I meant. Okay, I follow this chick who's a nurse, and on Twitter, she's always posting like these fucked up ass sexual reassignment surgeries.
Like botched ones?
No, like
Oh, just the fact that
hey,
they're
here's
doing
what
them?
a doctor thinks a dick should look like on a chick, and it looks like
Oh.
a fucking weird. Yeah, I think I've showed you a few that.
Looks like a mutilated Vienna sausage.
yes,
Yeah.
it is not a handsome, beefy penis, man. It looks like like that's what I mean. I haven't seen a dick that looks like a dick at all. Like
From
as
now
soon as
on-
you see it, you're gonna be like, "That's not a dick.
From
That's
now
not what a
on-
dick looks like."
My dick identifies as handsome and
beef.
beefy. And you're only allowed to refer to my dick as such.
That's exactly what mine is. That's how I know to say those words in description.
She just stands in the mirror and is like, that is
That's-
a beefy penis.
And handsome.
It's handsome too.
I
Only,
mean,
only take the picture on the right side.
right.
It's good side.
It's a good side.
Fuck out of here.
The sideburn on the left is a little jacked up.
So
No, so
I'm sorry. So he
Yeah.
didn't coin the term gender identity. He
Okay.
coined gender role
okay,
and sexual orientation.
same.
Okay.
Right?
It's- yeah, same.
Yeah,
Your
your gender identity and sexual orientation for me would kind of be the same. Even though gender identity, I think they just took way the fuck left field.
there's no evidence apparently to suggest. But when people talk about this guy, they
Yeah.
do talk about the sexual abuse
Yeah.
of these two children.
So these kids grew up in a lab, you say?
For I said
okay.
a scientific environment.
Environment.
I'm
yeah,
not saying that they
not
grew up in a lab. I'm pretty sure that John Money
yeah.
was allowed to observe them in their home.
Documents.
Yes.
All
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Okay. So
he was allowed to be a part of the family's day-to-day environment and see how these two developed as twins that were both biological males,
Yeah.
and they decided to take one and make it a female, right? And
So did the parents end up keeping the kids, like raising them? Were the biological parents raise those kids
yes,
with him involved?
yes,
And they were okay with the whole like reassignment of the one twin?
yes, and he forced the two to perform stuff
On each
on
other?
Yes,
Really?
yes.
And is this okay? Is this under the like the parents knew this?
I don't
Or-
know. I don't know that. I don't know
Okay.
if the parents knew this.
Okay.
The only thing
This
I can
is
tell you
just
is what I
weird.
read.
Okay.
What I've read of it. What I can look at literally right now on Wikipedia. So the one that was turned into a female learned about his maleness after so many years, and he went back to being a male.
Really?
Yes. Immediately went back to being a male.
How
He
did-
knew something was wrong. There's a whole documentary about this.
This is what I was wondering. Well, how did he find out? Was he told, or is it like
somebody told him, and I don't know how or who it was. But he found out in a roundabout way. Maybe it was like a drunk grandpa was like, you're a boy. your mom and dad chopped off your penis.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like some drunk uncle was like,
Sure.
you little girl.
I'm sure it wasn't money because I would obviously.
It wasn't him. He was not going to fuck up his experiment.
Right. He wanted that experiment. Yeah.
He then, he lived for a little while longer.
Okay.
And apparently ended up dying of a drug overdose.
The
boy
kid.
that was a girl then was a boy. Yes.
Okay.
And then the brother ended up committing suicide about 2 years later.
No shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excuse me. How old is John Money?
He died at the age of 84.
In 06?
In 06.
Do you know roundabouts when that experiment took place? Like what era? Like 70s, 80s, 90s? Does it say?
I think it was in the 90s. Yeah, I think it was in the 90s. Because no, maybe it wasn't. I got to look at this. I don't remember exactly when that experiment took place. It says
that's some fucked up ass shit though, dude. Like that's pretty hardcore.
It is. It is fucked up.
Like in my head, it would just be this. We fucked up their kid's circumcision. So we're going to give him a few years. He's not going to use his dick till he hits puberty, right?
Mm-hmm.
He can still pee out of it. It's just not a beefy, handsome woman slayer, right?
Yes.
But once he,
I think this happened in like the 70s, 70s and 80s.
Okay.
They didn't start looking into his experiment until the 90s.
See, for me, I would think that the logical thing to do if you fucked up this kid's dick is one, probably start him a fucking college fund and pay him a bunch of fucking money because you fucked his dick up because that's fucked up. But 5 years down the road when the kid's 5, 6, 7, give him a cool dick, I guess. Like we should be there. I don't care. If we got fucking aliens running around and we got 5G internet and we can turn a dick into a fucking vagina, we should be able to turn a little dick into a big, handsome, beefy dick. Sorry. That is what it is. That should be like, dude, if I even could do plastic surgery, don't you think turning little dicks into bigger dicks would be money?
They do that.
Then why couldn't why could they have not been like, hey, we
because they don't do that. They didn't do that in the 70s. They didn't do that in the 60s and 70s. Like,
and you said this is okay.
Yeah,
this
I'm pretty
is
sure that's when that experiment took place.
Okay. Okay. Well, then they should have fucking been like, start him a trust fund. Because you fucked his dick up.
Do something. I mean, look.
Or at least sue the shit out of the people who fucking did it. Something. I don't know. But the parents consenting to be and being like, we don't want a son with a mangled penis. Fuck you, bro. That's fucked up. You the one if you wouldn't have took me to these fucking assholes, I didn't choose for them to circumcise me.
Exactly.
That's fucked up, dude.
Exactly.
I don't know.
I think that the guy it was him. There's another guy. I have to think about his name. But they're the cause of all of this fucking utter insanity now. You could trace it all the way back to them.
Yeah, and I bet that if you look deep enough, you can probably find their studies and their theories.
Yeah.
Like, who does an experiment like that?
Yeah.
Who thinks that is an okay experiment to conduct and what for? What is the outcome? The outcome is to say, we have successfully determined that you can alter gender from birth without the subject knowing and live their full life under a different gender.
Yep.
Right? Is that the case? What the fuck is that good for? What is that good for? You know?
I don't think it's good for anything.
You're just a fucking weirdo.
Here's another guy. This guy did work around the same time, and he was equally, if not more, disgusting and sinister than John Money. Alfred Kinsey.
I've heard of him. What did he do? I've heard of him.
So there's something called the Kinsey Institute at Indiana University. He was an American biologist, professor of entomology and zoology, and a sexologist. He, in 1947, founded the Institute for Sex Research at Indiana University, which is known as the Kinsey Institute at Indiana University. This fella, let me go back to actual information here.
Alfred Kinsey. I feel like I've heard his name.
Yeah, here,
right?
Get some more, because this is gonna get fun.
Trying to figure out what I'm tasting here. It's real smooth.
I would say it's port.
It's
very, very sweet.
It is sweet. Yes, it's sweet. It's got a bitterness that I think like that.
Yeah.
What is it? Mm-hmm. Like a bitter. Like
It's got hella legs. I can see it dripping off your glass.
yeah.
That shit's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Just makes a line and sticks to it.
Yeah. It's like glue. You know? Like watching paint run.
Yeah. Yeah, so this guy, I've not read a whole lot about him.
Okay.
As much as I have
Money.
John Money, because the story surrounding the two children
thing, dude.
Huh?
I'm having issues with this fucking thing.
Try a different one. Would you like a different one?
I would. I do.
I'm not scared about this. This was a
It's good.
This was a $2.
Yeah.
You know?
I wonder if it was just
They're really dry.
I wonder if it was in a humidor, if it would like a one that you knew what it was.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know.
If it would burn better. Because that's it tastes great,
Yeah.
but it just won't stay. It won't stay on.
Yep. Would you like it?
Yeah, what do you got?
I got a mint.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm scared because of the whole humidor thing. You think it'll stay on?
I think I've never had an issue with these.
Okay. I'm going to be sad if it don't, because I feel like I'll ruin your...
I'll even smoke this one with you, because I like that.
Yeah.
Not my...
but it's more like a daily smoke. It's like a,
very dry.
Yeah.
Like mine started cracking at the bottom.
Really?
At the mouth, yeah.
I feel like mine seemed wetter than normal. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Just throw those in here. Right into the garbage. I'm not going to leave those there. That's weird.
Yeah, these have always done us right.
Yeah, these are solid. These are solid. Smokes.
I'm going to have to get through those very soon, dude. So
get to it, man.
Maybe next time.
Don't wait for me.
Well, I was gonna say next time. Well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got like 6 in there, man. I've got like 6, dude. If I don't get through them, I'll let you know.
Okay.
And I'm probably not. Next time, don't bring anything, because I'm not trying to slow age these fucking things. They need to be dealt with.
I feel like you are.
Yeah. I feel like I am too. They've been there for way too long already.
So we'll hold off on this one, and I'll read a little bit more about him, and we'll have a conversation about this at a later date.
Okay.
He's a spicy one, that guy. So what else is going on with you, Jimmy? I shouldn't ask you while you were trying to light your cigar. That's rude. It's rude as fuck.
Very different though. Hella, like, dude, the draw.
Oh yeah, all of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Why you do that?
You know when your flame starts doing this?
Mm-hmm. You're running out.
you're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
It's all right. Glad I brought my own lighter.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Good old box press. Can't fucking go wrong, dude. Nothing, man. Other than working more, working on shit, working on other shit, anxiety creeping up, hurricane season, trees.
She usually does, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking trees, man. Trees. That's the biggest thing I have to tackle that I don't want to do, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I can't get rid of all the trees. I can't do too much. The trees protect the house to a degree from the wind directly bombarding my roof and shit. But just the major limbs that are kind of like right there tickling my rooftop. You know?
So,
and I hate it, man.
So next weekend we'll come over.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bring my children, and we'll use them as forced labor.
Yeah, it sounds great.
We will only pay them in food and sips of water. And by sips of water, I mean less than 8 ounces a day.
Oh, okay, G. I'm with it.
What do you mean G? What do you call it G?
G or Mr. Jinping? What would you prefer?
Oh, G. I thought you said G.
G.
Oh, Xi Jinping. That guy's a piece of work. You can call me whatever you want.
I'm going to put, when you come, let me know right before you get here, because after you come through the gate, I'm going to put barbed wire around the top of the fence.
Yes.
Yeah. That way they can't like escape and be like, that's not my dad.
And we'll refer to them as Uyghur.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they're weaker than us.
Right.
Yeah.
Uyghur white kids.
I don't know where this is going, but it's
I don't
bad.
either. It is. That's parody. It's parody.
I agree with that.
Like, let's be real, dude. Kids can do so much. And then you're just like, give me that fucking thing.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
Let me fucking do it.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, okay. And, and then they do it and you're like,
no, we'll just get them.
You got to get them on the small
We'll get them
projects.
to carry stuff away.
Take that
and move it over there. Yeah. Simple directions.
That's right.
Simple moves.
For sure.
Like there's not a whole lot of effort in the upstairs, capacity. Like we don't have to burn brain cells to figure this out.
Yep.
Pick up, move, put down. Pick up, move, put down. That's how we're going to do this.
Hey, so I got to say, you know how we were talking, I think the last episode, ribs.
Yeah, for sure.
Talking about smoking meats and shit.
Did I say something stupid? Because I do it all the time.
No, we all say stupid shit. That's literally what our podcast is made of. Like, sugar and spice, everything nice and fucking stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Stupid shit. No, I was gonna say, man, was it a pork? What did you cook that I ate last?
Oh, pulled pork.
From a
pork butt.
That shit was fire, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That was great.
Yeah.
No, you're not supposed to say You're supposed to say thank you. I appreciate that.
No, I mean, I know it was, but thank you. Seriously, though.
You're welcome.
I know, I appreciate that.
You're welcome. It was fucking good, dude.
Delicious, yeah.
It was good. And your wife's sides, bang up.
Yeah.
Bang up. Fucking amazing.
It's pork butt is one of my favorite things to cook.
Yep.
It's one of the longest things to cook.
I was just going to ask you. So I've, done my research, and my obsessive compulsive nature has me watching videos and reading books and shit. How long did you cook that sucker? 8, 10, 12? I know it's up there.
Cooked 2 of them, 12 hours.
2 for 12?
Yep.
Oof. Dude.
No, I cooked 2 of them at the same time.
Yeah.
In the same smoker for 12 hours.
Right.
So 1 for 12 hours.
Yeah. Right.
We didn't double the time because we had 2 of them in there.
No.
No. It's 12 hours to smoke that bitch.
Yeah. That's, dude.
Can't get around it.
It's like 6 to 6 though, 5 to 5, or whenever your done time is, you're like, I gotta have this done at 1. All right, you're fucked, buddy.
You're up at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
That's what it is. Dude,
What
At
time do you
least you're rocking a fucking
last
pit
brisket?
boss, though.
Yeah. That last brisket. What time do you
'Cause-
think I got up to put that on?
Oh, dude, I have no idea. But that
Midnight.
When did we eat that?
We eat that at 4:30.
Yeah, it was pretty early, dude. It was still daylight when you were cutting
It was
that.
4:30.
So it was, yeah, there you go.
That thing was on there at midnight.
12 hours or so,
Midnight.
midnight. Ooh, 14 hours.
Yeah.
Damn.
The beastie
Ah,
bitch, dude.
That's
I had to get the temperature to
insane.
203.
Yep.
You can't do shit until it gets to that temp.
Right.
You pull it too early and it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not the same texture.
Yeah.
If you do not get it to that temperature, the meat does not change.
That's kind of where I got fucked up with my fall off the bones. They were way over. What the fuck? That's a big ass ant.
Oh.
Oh, it's fast too.
Oh. Stupid ants. Fucking up the podcast.
Okay, I got it.
We didn't fuck up the podcast enough. That ant.
Yeah, yeah. This episode is like fucking amateur hour.
This
But
episode is
Gus is down here, man, and I gotta watch out for him if he gets
For sure.
you know,
For sure.
so,
I
yeah.
get it.
I got that motherfucker though.
Yeah.
Fuck with my family. So, anyways,
I'm gonna
what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, my fall off the bone. So I did another set of ribs. You
Mhm.
tried one, even though it was kind of a week old, but
Sure.
you tried one. Much fucking better.
Yeah.
203 internal temp.
Yeah.
Right around, as soon as I hit that kind of 203, I was like, yeah, they're fucking done.
Yep.
Took them off, let them rest 10, 15 minutes, slice them. Perfect texture.
Yeah.
Little under seasoned, right? Actually, more than a little, but I'm trying to find because I over seasoned. I feel like I over seasoned my first couple slabs of ribs.
So here's
I went way too far, man.
and I'm going to give you the same advice that I gave you the last time, because I will 100% always tell you that Everglades goes on everything.
Yeah.
No matter what flavor you're trying to get to, Everglades is always a good base.
Hey, real quick.
Okay.
You said, how much did you pay for the other one?
Oh, $3,
This one?
$8. You can
World of
yeah.
difference.
Oh yeah, 100%. This is
The
smokable.
draw,
Yeah.
like
Everything's gravy on this. This
Yeah.
is delicious.
that went out like 5 times.
Yeah, I stopped smoking it when it went out. I was like, I'm not doing this
Yeah.
because it was
I tried.
crackly.
I
and
tried.
yeah.
I
It
tried.
was crackly. It was like, I don't know. Anyways,
I'm like a fiend, dude.
so Everglades first.
My lighter went out of yeah.
And it's a light
Everglades first.
Coke. It's
For
not.
sure.
It's nothing crazy, right?
Okay.
Everglades first,
Mhm.
because at the very base of the Everglades, that stuff is going to tenderize and soak into your meat.
Mhm.
It is going to flavor every ounce of your meat. From there, the rub,
What rub do you usually use for your ribs?
fucking pick one. I've used them all. It just depends on what. It wholly depends.
You could probably use the butt rub.
Yeah.
Same, you know?
Yes, we've used the butt rub. It wholly depends on what flavor the wife and I want at the time.
Yeah.
But we have all sorts of. We typically stick with the. You fucking get them at Walmart. The Firestone, Firehawk, or whatever the fuck they're called.
Oh yeah, no.
Firehouse, right? No,
I think
you
I
probably have a couple.
I do.
Yeah.
Yep.
You get them from Walmart.
Sweet Preacher.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, for sure.
One of the rubs I used on the pulled pork was their cherry cola rub.
Oh, that was them?
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
that's a legit.
That
rub.
shit was good as
That shit
hell.
was good. Yeah.
Fucking A. Yeah.
So I always hit everything with Everglades first,
Okay.
because for some reason Everglades enhances that
Yeah.
overall meat flavor.
You get that like that hard salt pepper, like Everglades is like a base. It's kind of like a basic base. I saw that. I'm not even gonna mention it
Let's don't
because you're
never ever talk about it again.
nope, you're good.
We're gonna take it, put it in a box, lock it up, and throw that bitch in the ocean. We ain't never gonna talk about that shit.
Good to go.
Anyhow.
Yeah, Everglades though, like Everglades, dude, you know what? I gotta get some. I gotta get some Everglades because I gotta show love to the
Do
local.
you fucking not have Everglades?
I have never owned nor operated a bottle of Everglades in my life.
Get the fuck out of my state. Go the fuck back to wherever the fuck
You know
it is
what's
you're
crazy?
from.
I used to
How
work.
dare you?
I used to work in the warehouse that they operate out of
They
now.
used to, yeah. Oh, they don't operate. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. You're right.
On the
You're
other
100%
side
right.
of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
long road.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
I used to work there.
Yeah.
And they're local, like real fucking local.
Mhm.
They're probably the only real fucking local that does this.
Yeah.
And I've
And
never,
you don't
never used it.
fucking never.
I've never used it, but I gotta say, dude, I definitely like it because almost everyone I know uses it. But you have to understand, listen to me now, hear me later. I never cooked at all. Nothing. The
Oh,
most
okay.
I fucking cooked was a goddamn Hot Pocket.
Yeah, your wife did all of it before.
And that was if I was feeling frisky.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't cook shit. I do not cook. If my wife ain't here, lunch is a bag of chips. Breakfast doesn't even exist. I
I
don't
cook
even
the
eat
meats.
breakfast. I have no fucking breakfast. At lunch, I'm like, damn, I'm hungry. What can I shove in my face without any effort at all? Oh, beef jerky? Yes, please. That's me eating for the day when my wife isn't around. So my wife has always been the cook, always. And our deal was, you cook because you know how to cook.
Noticed,
I can't cook.
but I cook, bitch.
No, you eat, motherfucker.
I damn sure eat, but I cook too. Oh, fuck
Oh
you.
shit. So once I got into the like, man, I want to smoke, right?
Yeah.
Meat.
Yeah.
And I started. I'm like, new hobby. Yes, I love this. This is amazing because there's art involved.
Oh, yeah.
This is really like it's not cooking. It's different, man. It's a whole nother thing. So I'm like, yeah, I like this. This is me. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
And it actually helps my family unit because
Takes a little burden off your wife
yes,
Yeah.
you know that.
because you guys prep for the week.
Yes.
See, we don't do
and
that.
for us, and Pops or
Yeah.
her dad, my father-in-law.
Yeah.
Because we take care of him and his food,
course.
right? And I say we, I mean her.
Yeah.
She cooks for us for the week, him for the week. It's a lot, dude. She works 12-hour shifts.
Yep.
So she's always been the cook
Yeah.
as long as we've been together.
Yeah.
25 years. She's always cooked everything. I've helped here and there. I help. I wash dishes. I buy the food.
Sure.
You know? But I can't cook for shit. And I never really had interest in it.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, hella, all I want to fucking do is smoke some ribs, some pork butt, a brisket. I want to get to where I know how to do it well, and can take some of that burden off of her
Mhm.
to feed all of us.
Yeah.
You know? But that's the thing about me, man. If I'm not interested, if there's no like art, science, things that, religion, like if there's nothing that draws me in, I ain't in it.
Yeah.
I do not care.
I get that. I get that wholeheartedly. I completely get it.
But with the smoking and just grilling in general
Yeah.
and
It's
cooking,
a guy's
like,
thing, dude.
I've kind of got sucked into it, and now I'm like full steam ahead
Yeah.
with trying to figure it out. Problem is, I've never cooked half of this shit that I'm trying to cook, so I'm having to learn one piece of meat at a time.
Yep.
Started with ribs, and I'm like, okay, pork ribs, baby back, St. Louis, and spare ribs. There we go.
Yeah.
Once I nail that, I'll move on to the long cooks.
Mhm.
The pork butt, the shoulder, the briskets, the 12 and 14, the 8-hour, 10-hour cooks. Yeah. I'm kind of scared of those.
Yeah.
Because of the nature of having a stick burner
Mhm.
and babysitting a fire.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's rough.
That's a long day, bud.
Yeah.
It's a long day.
But if I nail it, like,
oh yeah, it's an
gives you
achievement.
that-
It's an achievement, homie.
gives-
Trust me.
yeah,
That feeling when I did those things, that feeling was something.
Mhm.
But once you do it, you're like, all right, to do it again. make sure that I get this right.
Yo.
You do it a couple times, and then you're like, I need more time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then you go, that pellet smoker's looking real fucking cool right now.
And see, I remember you talking about this way before I got into it
Yeah.
because I was just tuned out. I'm like, cooking. I don't give a fuck about cooking. I don't know how
Yeah.
to cook shit. Can't
Yeah,
cook
you were-
shit.
you were,
no, you know.
You were guns and
Yeah.
where were you at that point? Guns, and you were still doing videos and shit, weren't you?
Maybe.
Music videos, I think. No,
Maybe.
yeah.
I don't know.
It was a few years back.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
No, you were doing photography for some people. So you were still doing a lot of that.
Yeah. Video and photography kind of in and out has been 5-6 years.
Yeah.
7 years.
Yeah,
or so.
you were definitely pew pew and
Yeah.
fucking some
And that's the
other
thing,
shit,
man.
so.
Like you only have time for so much. So as I'm doing these things, I'm like, I ain't got time to fucking cook shit.
of course.
If my wife don't cook dinner,
I'm not eating.
I'm buying dinner. That's just how it is, right?
That's fair. Yeah.
But now life is different. And I'm trying to get into that groove of being able to do it.
Sure.
But I like having the stick burner.
Mhm.
But Jesus, dude. I look at brisket videos. I look at recipes. And I'm like, yeah,
The
not,
hardest thing
not
with brisket
yet, man.
is having the space to keep the heat correct.
Yeah.
Because the one thing you have to understand is cooking a brisket on a smoker like yours.
Mhm.
There's not enough space to keep the heat correct.
Yeah.
Okay, you want an internal overall temperature of said degrees. But what you end up having, oh god damn it.
Words, bro. Words. It's
You
all
have-
just words.
You have your smoke box here,
Mhm.
your grill here,
Mhm.
and it's really hot here.
yeah.
Really cool over here.
I have actually
And unless
spent-
you can turn your brisket long ways and
Yeah.
set it right in the middle where that's at perfect temperature,
right.
you're kind of fucking shit on it.
Yeah.
So the best thing for you to do is
well, you gotta babysit it. And you
rather
gotta-
than buying a full brisket,
Mhm.
buy the tip.
No, fuck that. I'm going full brisket, bro.
No, listen to me.
No, fuck that. I'm not gonna do a tip. Fuck that. Don't care.
I think it's very ambitious of you. I'm not going to take that from you. It's very ambitious of you. And I say good luck.
Dude, I know.
I say good
I
luck
know.
on a $50 piece of meat.
Mhm.
But understand that when you fuck it up and it's not edible,
Yeah.
you're going to be pissed.
Oh yeah.
Because that was
Dude.
me my first time cooking a brisket.
So
Then I learned cook smaller portions of it.
yeah.
You can do the same fucking thing
right.
and get it in the right temperature, the right area of your grill for that temperature
For sure.
and cook it perfectly.
Yeah.
So you learn to do smaller portions first.
You're talking about the flat.
Yeah, you want the flat side. Yes.
Yeah.
I say the tip.
So
Looks like a tip to me.
it happened. It does. It is the tip. It happened to me the second time I did the ribs, man, because the first time I overcooked them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I mean, they were good as fuck, right?
Sure.
They were good as fuck. But as far as what I know because of research, I'm like, this is not what it's supposed to be. Everybody who don't
So
know
you're saying the science
the
didn't
science,
provide the facts that you read.
right? Well, no, science told me the fact, but what happened wasn't. It was like my experiment. My experiment failed,
Mhm.
and I pulled out ribs that were probably 215, 220. You know,
well overdone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were not overdone to the point. They were overdone to the point where anybody who don't know,
They
like,
became pulled pork.
yes,
I know.
Like-
I've been there.
if
I've been
you
there.
if you had the slab,
Yeah.
and you grab the bone,
Yeah.
the bone just pulled out. Most people, like your family, people who don't really know, they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, these are the best ribs I ever had." They tasted amazing.
Yeah.
But
Oh, they're delicious.
I'm like, yeah, that's not what I want though. I
Yeah.
want that bite through.
Mhm.
I want it to bite off the bone.
Yep.
I don't want you to pick up the bone and the rib fall
and
on
go,
the plate.
hey, look, I don't have to eat now.
Yeah.
I just use a fork.
Yeah, the ribs down there, and when I try to pick it up, half of it falls again.
Mhm.
It basically
perfectly
becomes
clean rib.
right.
Yeah.
So nobody's gonna complain unless you're at either a competition
Or a restaurant.
or a motherfucker who knows barbecue.
Sure.
Right?
I'll
Yeah.
totally call you out on it.
So I'm like, okay, I
Ribs fucking suck.
gotta get it better. I gotta do better.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Well, then my next one, slight deviation, and they were tough. So that,
Which way?
what do you mean?
Slight deviation in which
Time.
you didn't have the right time or the temperature.
I had the right temperature.
You did?
250
Okay.
time. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it for less time.
Have you learned the trick of your vents?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm just making sure
Yeah.
you're working your vents because that's a key number one to a smoker like yours. Work the vents.
No, yeah, I got the temperature,
Yeah.
but I'm like, okay, the time is wrong.
Yeah.
You know where I'm kind of fucking up, and
Tell me.
I think it's because I feel like it's cheating in a way.
Mhm.
Checking the internal temperature of the meat with a probe, right? But it's not. That's what I should be doing, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you should fucking know.
You want to babysit the inside of it. Yeah.
Yeah, like at least to a degree. Like
Yeah.
when I put it on,
Yeah.
3 hours, I don't have to check it. But when I'm getting into that 4 or 5 of a 6-hour cook, you want to start, okay, I'm here. This is what I need to do.
Yeah. You want to start probing inside and see what the
was-
internal temperature is.
I was doing none of that.
Why?
I was like, cook it at this temperature for this amount of time. That's it. That's all you need. And I went overdone.
That's what I do.
Yeah. Well, but it's because you've been doing it.
I've cooked so many ribs. Like
Yeah,
it's not.
that's
a
the
problem for me.
thing.
Yeah.
So people who do this shit
Mhm.
obviously can do it. And it's funny
My
because
ears hurt.
now that I have done rib,
Yeah.
like my wife goes grocery shopping. She calls me. I'm at work. She's like, hey, I'm at the grocery store. Do you need? And I'm like, ribs. She's like,
I just picked up 2 slabs of baby backs.
ribs. And I'm like, yeah, ribs.
We're gonna have ribs tomorrow.
Do you hate ribs now? And she's like, no, I love ribs. And I'm like, okay, good. 2 racks of ribs because I want to get that down. I want to get it down. And then I'll move on. Right. But it's like, it's almost like you're not gonna fucking defeat me.
Yeah.
I
You have to find.
will.
You have to find your right seasonings.
Yeah.
You have to
Well,
learn.
so that was my thing is
So did you stop using the apple cider vinegar and the apple juice and the
for
butter
spritzing?
and all that shit?
For spritzing, no. I
Why?
still spritz it to
Jesus.
keep it nice and wet.
What are you talking about?
What?
What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Dude, I make some good ass ribs.
I didn't
Come
say you didn't. Your week old rib was really not bad.
It was pretty fucking good.
But
It was
you're
under
doing
seasoned.
extra shit though.
No, I gotta keep
You-
it moist in there.
Fucking.
Bullshit.
Mm.
It looks dry as
Come over
fuck.
to my
It's
house and
all
get ribs
dry,
tomorrow.
bark. Okay, you cooking ribs tomorrow?
I'm cooking motherfucking ribs tomorrow. Come over. You can have one fucking rib, and I'll tell you that you have now tasted the best fucking ribs you've ever had. Bar none, it'll never be better. And I will not fucking spritz one goddamn bit of them.
But
But
on the easy bake, it's a little different
bitch,
for
the
you.
fucking just say on the easy.
It's a little different for you.
You
I
can
gotta
eat the
fucking
backside of my
babysit.
dick. Easy bake. The fuck you talking about?
Oh, as long as it's not fall off the bone, I will have some.
I'm gonna fucking overcook yours just for the fucking fun of it. I'm gonna fucking slice one rib off and be like, that's the perfect rib, and I hate to ruin it. And back in the fucking smoker again. Just for you, fucking.
Had that
just
bitch
for
come
you.
out black,
Yeah.
just solid black,
Taste that charred shit,
bone and
Jimmy.
all. Yeah, it's the best rib you ever had. It's Cajun.
Motherfucker.
No, dude. So this is how I've seen and learned how to fucking do it. This is the only thing I know
get it.
because
I
I
get it.
don't cook.
I get it. I
don't cook.
I told you the last time we talked about these things because here we are doing ribs again.
Ribs.
This is
bro.
going to be the whole
That's
fucking
all
episode.
It is. It's fucking ribs.
I told you to stop spritzing everything. Don't use the butter. Don't fucking spritz shit. It's unnecessary.
So how do you tell me how you cook yours? Give me the sauce.
Did you not watch? Did you not listen to a fucking thing I said?
No,
last time?
I heard you telling me what to do, like barbecue Jesus, but I didn't.
I am
hear,
barbecue Jesus from
I
here on
didn't
out.
hear you.
That's all I'm called from here on out. Barbecue Jesus, motherfucker.
I didn't hear you tell me what you do. What do you do?
Those are trade secrets, sir. I'll tell you off the mic.
No, get the fuck out of here,
I'll tell you
man.
off the mic.
See, I'll tell you off the books once the record button has stopped.
Off the record. Trade fucking secrets, homie. And actually, I divulged my entire cook process to you in the last episode.
Okay.
But if you were too busy fucking off in Wonderland, not listen to what I'm saying.
No, I did. I heard you. Use the rubs. Don't use butter. Don't use brown sugar.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
use
stupid.
none of it. No,
Yeah.
it's not stupid.
It is stupid.
It's flavorful.
It's not flavorful.
Man, listen.
There is
It
nothing.
is.
The only thing that I've ever seen brown sugar good for is whiskey.
What kind of do you model any of your barbecue after, like, say, mostly Memphis, mostly
No,
Texas,
not even a little bit.
mostly Carolina?
I model mine after
What you
what I
like?
think I like
Yeah.
and how it comes out.
Okay.
And then I go, adjust this, adjust that, make this move,
Okay.
change this rub, change that fucking technique, whatever.
Florida.
I do it Florida.
Yeah.
I do it Florida because
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
the fun part about this, like how I've seen Florida barbecue is it's 100% trial and error,
Yes.
especially backyard barbecue.
Yeah.
It is way too fucking hot around here
Right.
to be fucking spending 19 goddamn hours out in a fucking barbecue pit figuring out the fuck's going on. No, you try small parts,
Yeah.
you figure it out, and you get it right.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I've really been addicted to doing ribs, because even though I would consider 5 to 6 hours, 4 to 6 hours a long cook, right? Most people would. It's a short cook for barbecue.
Yeah.
It's one of the shorter cooks.
It is.
If
It's-
you do a brisket,
Ribs
you're
are one of the
fucked.
easiest
Yeah.
cooks that you can do when smoking.
Yep.
Ribs are the easiest,
Yep.
bar none.
But some of the best
Yes.
meat.
Yes,
Smoked.
the biggest thing that you have to figure out is your flavor.
Yeah.
And
that's where my trial and
I've
error
never
has
found
been
I've never found that
kinda-
brown sugar or apple juice or any of that. Like I use apple wood
the
for the most part. Like if I'm cooking,
Yeah.
if I'm cooking ribs, I'll use apple wood.
Mhm.
I won't bother with like apple juice because here's the thing. 10 times out of 10, I have found them less flavorful.
Say that again.
Using the apple juice,
Okay.
I have found them less flavorful because maybe in some small way, shape, or form, they stay more moist.
Yeah.
But they don't keep the flavor that I want.
Do you wrap your ribs at all?
I wrap them halfway through.
Halfway through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go 3 and 3.
Okay. Yeah.
I 3 open, 3 closed.
Mm-hmm.
I give them an extra half an hour if
Do
I
you
want to glaze them
do-
with barbecue sauce.
Meat side up, wrapped, then meat side up, smoked, and then wrapped meat side down?
No,
No.
I don't change that.
So, but let me ask you, your smoker is a vertical.
Mhm.
Where does the smoke come from?
Bottom.
From the bottom up,
Yeah.
right? So when you smoke your ribs, like when you put them in open,
Mhm.
they're meat side up.
Yeah.
Do you remove the membrane?
Of course.
You do?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
If you don't remove the membrane,
I-
you're
I do. I've seen people
nothing
who don't.
short. You're nothing short of a fucking animal.
Dude,
If you don't remove the membrane, you are just wasting a rack of ribs.
I've seen a couple of the big dogs be like, I just don't do it. I just don't do it. Now, I agree. I think you should. But I've seen some of the bigger 99.9% of people are like, remove the fucking membrane, asshole. And I've seen a few who are like, no, I just don't do it. And I'm like, oh shit, that's crazy, because these people are like pretty, like, one of the guys works for Leroy and Lewis in fucking Texas, and they're
most
like
do.
top fucking 5. Man.
Most do, some don't. The ones who don't, I akin them to shit bags. They're not worthy of my I won't ever eat their food. Ever. And I will never give them a critique on it, because apparently you're cooking shit food for shit people, and let shit people eat it. I won't eat that.
Have you ever done beef ribs?
It's one of the simplest things. Yes.
You have.
Hard as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Such a fucking long process.
Yeah.
Such a long process.
It's completely
It's not
different,
something
right?
that I ever went back to again.
Right.
Now I've been discussing it. I've been thinking about it because I've seen a lot of recipes that I'm like going through because I'm always looking at different types of meat to cook
Yeah.
and different ways to cook it.
Yep.
I think I might go back to it. And the wife and I have been looking at tomahawks.
Oh.
And I'm gonna smoke and reverse sear one.
Yeah, bro.
And,
So,
and
fun
I think that'll be
fact.
fun.
So you know how I have the offset, right?
Yes.
In my firebox, I've got a how do you say this? It's kind of like a box. It's like a the expanded metal grate, but it's made into a box
Yeah.
shape, right?
Mhm.
And I'm like, man, I wanna be able to smoke and reverse here, right? So if I flip this thing, I've got a metal grate on top, right on top of my fire.
Mhm.
But that's where I add. All right. So the way this thing is built, it's kind of weird where I have to open the top lid of the firebox to add charcoal, to add wood.
Yeah.
Right. For the fire. I don't necessarily like that because when you open that lid,
Yeah.
there's all your heat, temperature, smoke.
Yeah.
Right. Even if it is just for a minute to add some wood, it's never really, when you're doing offset smoking, it's never just for a minute, add some wood, down.
Yeah.
It's open it up, add some wood. Oh shit, I see. Okay, there's my charcoal bed. I got to move it a little bit. Next thing you know, your fucking temperature's 10 degrees less than it should be. 20 now. And instead of 250, you're 210.
Because the more you open that box,
That's right.
the less heat you have.
So a lot of like the bigger pits, they don't even have a top box. They just have the side box. I have a side box as well. But the problem is the box that goes inside my box, right? It's expanded metal on 4 sides.
I feel like you have too many boxes and boxes.
No, it's a nice setup. But what I'm gonna do
Mhm.
is if I flip that thing,
Sure.
it gives me a grate on top of my fire. But since I can't add from the top because it'll give me a grate there.
Yeah.
It also is walled off with expanded metal on the open side of the side door.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I'm going to fucking grind that shit out. I have a cutoff wheel. I'm going to cut it off and only really like deal with my fire management from the side box to not lose. Like, when you were talking about
Once you start the fire, hear me out.
Mhm.
Once you start the fire with those smoke boxes, those side boxes like that,
yeah,
that's the only place you should be
from the side.
adding wood. Yes.
Right. But the way that mine is built,
Because you open that big door.
that. It doesn't allow that.
Why?
So because there's this box inside,
Okay. We're back to boxes. There's so many boxes inside.
I'll show you. I'll show you what I'm talking
All right.
about. It
'Cause I'm
has a
really
box
curious
that
about this.
it has a box that I've used, I've
Mhm.
taken out,
Mhm.
and used without it.
Mhm.
I think using it without it is better
Mhm.
because you can add wood, maintain your fire from the side.
Yeah.
But I started thinking this box could be useful if I flip it. All right, look, it's not a box, it's 4 sides. So
Okay.
it goes
Yeah.
front,
Yeah.
sides,
Yeah.
back. It's open in the top, open in the bottom. It sits in the firebox.
Sure.
You build a fire in that and it contains it. And it's
Yeah.
expanded metals like my barbecue racks themselves.
Yep.
Okay. The problem is because it's front, sides, back, when I open my side door, there's expanded metal there.
I see.
I can't do anything. I have to open the top to add wood and to maintain my fire. If I take that piece out, then it's just an open firebox. I can do it
Yeah.
from the side. But I'm like, you know what? if I want to smoke like a really thick, neat steak, right? Like a fucking tomahawk,
Yeah.
something decent.
Oh, yeah.
2-inch, 3-inch,
yeah.
fucking decent
Just a
piece of meat that I'm
beefy-
cooking. Yeah. I want to smoke it and then reverse sear it.
Yeah.
How do I reverse sear it? Because I don't have anything.
Handsome, beefy dick.
That's right. And I want to fucking just kiss the fire with it. Psst.
You want to kiss what?
The fire. So, but I'm like, yo,
tip of it.
this box would come in handy if I
Yeah.
flipped it.
Mhm.
And now I have that expanded metal grate on the top
Mhm.
instead of in the front and the back. It's on the top and the bottom. Well, I'm just going to cut out. I'm basically cutting out that side piece because the side is there whether I flip it or not. It's basically shaped.
Nobody can fucking see this.
I know. It's front, back, left, right. It's just
Front, back,
sides.
side to side.
And it's open on the top, open on the bottom, and it sits in the firebox.
Sure.
And it's expanded metal,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Now, if I flip this thing and I have a grate on top of my fire, now I can sear,
Sure.
but I still have that expanded metal on the left and the right. And now I have it on the top, so I don't have anywhere to add wood to my fire.
Yeah, we're gonna fix that for you.
So I have to cut out this left side so I can just add in.
Yep.
With the added benefit of now I don't have to open the fucking top door and lose all my temperature.
Yeah, you should never be opening that top door after you
Yep.
start your fire.
Right.
That is where you start your fire.
Yeah.
After that, it is adding wood to the side.
Yep. And
Opening-
I can if I take the box out.
Sure.
So if I take the 4-sided box out,
Mhm.
I can do that.
Yeah.
But I started thinking, well, shit, I can use that box to be able to reverse sear. If I put it back in, but I have to cut off that right side of expanded metal so I can still access,
I see.
you know?
Yep.
Because I was accessing from the top
Yeah.
and I would put wood in there, shut the top.
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah, I don't like that. I lose all my temperature.
Yeah.
Do it from the side, but there's expanded metal
Yep.
because of the box. So
So on that note, let's go look at your grill.
yeah. Ribs. Part 2.
Part 2. Why the fuck
I don't know.
did you do this?
I don't know, man, because it's like my thing now. It's what I
It really
enjoy.
is.
It really is.
Oh,
It's like a hobby of mine or a religion.
all I
Like,
want to do is go shoot
have you ever
guns,
heard
and
of
you're
Jim
like, oh, well, I
Jones?
want to smoke some ribs.
you ever heard of Jim Jones? You ever heard of wait, man, what was it? Waco?
Yes.
Like, this is a religion of
Dude, no.
mine.
Don't do that.
Are you sure?
Don't do that, cultist.
I think it may
You want me to call you a leftist again?
I'm not a communist.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed this episode of Mostly Peaceful. You can follow me on Twitter at You've Been Robbed. I have not been on there in quite a while, but maybe one day I'll get back on.
Me too.
You can find me on really all social medias. Just search my name. It's
Mhm.
there.
Hell yeah.
That being said,
Roberto McGillicuddy.
that's not my fucking name. Bastard. Jimmy, where they find you? You fucking dick.
MPTV Jimmy, as in Mostly Peaceful TV.
Only on
MPTV.
Twitter.
Yeah, only on Twitter.
Doesn't have social media.
I gave my Instagram to my wife and I was like, fuck y'all. So
Yeah. So you mean to tell me that I've been sending reels to your wife?
no, I still get them. I still get
I was
the
like,
notifications.
Jesus Christ, that's incredibly inappropriate. I sent you some weird shit.
No, yeah. No.
Okay, fair. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good night.
Yep.
Thanks for watching.
Yep.